This episode of the TacoCat podcast is sponsored by KVGC AM 1340, the voice of the cold country, serving Amador and Calaveras counties with the latest news, weather, and traffic 24 hours a day. Be sure to visit our website at kvgcradio.com. That's kvgcradio.com. Meow meow. Crunch crunch. Oh, hey everybody, welcome to the TacoCat podcast. How's everybody doing today? We got Kit popping up out of nowhere. We got Tyler slowly sinking below the sands. How you doing there, Tyler?
Oh, I'm doing fine down here.
Okay, well that's. I'm not doing fine with you down there. Get up here. Anyway.
You're looking pretty rather dashing.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, welcome everybody to the TacoCat podcast. We got Jake here. Tyler, say hi to everybody. Kit,
he's
get over there. Say hi.
I
to
got
everybody.
no have a problem. You have and hi.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Kit. So it's Jake, Tyler, Kit, Jake. We got
Say his
Cody.
name twice,
We got Cody here.
Hi, Cody.
What's
going on, guys?
Hi.
Our community PR manager, now cameraman.
We killed off the other ones. They weren't cutting it.
Yeah, they weren't cutting it. He was.
But we cut them.
Oh,
it's
Seriously,
so
we cut them in
sad.
half.
Yeah,
They're
no,
dead.
yeah. He was the only one that survived the
Just like
column.
a water state check.
As we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later. So, first I want to start off saying thank you everybody for supporting TacoCat. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/allhailtacocat. Follow us on Twitter as well at twitter.com/allhailtacocat. And subscribe here to us as well.
Or
So
if you
anyway,
can find us, come say hi.
yeah,
if
that
you
would
can
be
find
great.
us.
If you can find us.
If you can.
So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the podcast list that we have for today. So first off, we have Nintendo's president Satoru Iwata. He halved his salary after the poor showing of sales for their last quarter. So we'll talk a bit about that.
Very honorable.
We have China's laxing regulations update.
Tired of talking about it, by the way.
Kid is Tyler of talking about it. Yeah, I know.
Maybe you should put the soda down, Jake. I think you've had a little too much.
I will tell you when I've had enough.
He's getting violent now.
Give me another one.
Now.
It's right there.
Uncork it and shotgun it to me. Anyway, so
Uncork it and shotgun it to him. I don't.
see.
No,
Exactly. See, I can't even form a coherent sentence anymore. That's how much it's been.
Guys, we're done with the podcast
I think I have a problem.
Welcome to TacoCat Rehab. Here with us, we have
It's Jake.
Jake Eady.
I don't have a problem. Anyway,
That's
so
the first sign of a problem.
So China's regulations are lacking or are getting more lax. We'll talk a little bit about that. Also, we'll talk about Shadow of Mordor. It's this new
Yay.
open RPG game set in the Lord of the Rings universe that I think
Everyone's
is gonna
gonna
be
have
cool.
nothing on me when I get a hold of that game.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a
Tyler,
lot of
we're
fun.
gonna talk about your approach here in a second.
Yeah, and then we have also Microsoft acquires the rights to the Gears of War series. We'll talk a bit about that.
Chainsaws on hammers.
Yeah,
Wait, on
chainsaws.
hammers? What?
Dude, chainsaws on everything. Chainsaws everything.
I'm okay with this.
Chainsaws on
everywhere.
pistols.
Chainsaw suits.
Chainsaw suits.
Just give him a hug. We're solving this war.
Come here,
in a
Locust.
friendly, violent way.
Just hug them.
Oh God, that would be
It's
awful.
horrifying.
That is really horrifying.
It's like Titanfall mixed wrong with chainsaws.
Chainsaw
God.
Titans.
Chainsaw
Yes.
Titans.
Oh.
Oh. All right.
Anyway,
So now, last but not least, we also have another thing on Microsoft. There was a little leak that got sprung in their pipeline talking about
Halo 2
Anniversary Edition, and it's a bit more about
Halo
Halo
5
5.
getting
We'll
delayed.
talk about that.
Shut your mouth.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Anyway, so let's go ahead and jump into the podcast. So first we have Satoru Iwata, the president of Nintendo, following the poor sales projections and the poor overall health of the stock and all that. He's cutting his salary in half.
Chop that.
So
chop it with a remote.
with a Wiimote. But no, I think this is a really cool thing. It's a really
It's really
a big
nice of
deal.
him.
It's
It
really
shows,
Modest of him.
yeah.
Honorable.
Well, one thing I think it's such big news to us, is because, you know, this doesn't, like, when something like this happens in America, no, the guy still takes his whole salary, if not gets more.
Yeah.
And
let's not try to over exaggerate. He is still making
oh
tons.
no. I'm not saying he's not making.
Yeah.
I'm not
He's
saying.
making it rain.
I'm
still.
saying
It's
he's
just now
not.
drizzle.
I'm.
Just
I'm
a
not.
light drizzle, maybe a
A
hail.
light drizzle.
It's a
hundreds.
mist. It's a mist.
It's a mist of
Do you think
what?
that's what he does? He like watches over his workers and just rains down money on them. It's like, this is how good we're doing.
Well, then they're not doing very well.
It's slowed down. He's gone.
So no, he's throwing like yen. He's throwing like little pennies at him, showering with pennies.
Oh, that would hurt.
I know, yeah.
No wonder they're doing so poorly.
No wonder they're doing so poorly. They're knocking everybody out. But
If I had a nickel every time I heard that.
oh my God, we're not getting into
He'll
change.
throw it at you.
Okay. Anyway, so on to
I'd have
that,
a
and
nickel.
like I said, this doesn't happen a lot in America. I mean,
throw
we
anything
usually
at me.
see something like that.
Nickel.
But in Japan, guys, hey, but in Japan,
Mhm.
I guess this kind of speaks to, I guess, what their culture is, of like the whole sense of respect and sense of honor and taking responsibility for getting messed up. Guys, come on, man! I'm
We're
trying to have a
serious.
serious thing here.
We're listening. It is a sense
So,
of honor.
so
it's a
it's thing like that. And I mean, and in Japan, this may not be a big deal. I mean, this could be just like something that happens every now and then. But for us, this is kind of huge, because I guess as a society, it's not it's new for us. But he also talked about stuff, not just having a salary, but he talked about stuff that they're going to do with Nintendo. Like, they outlined their new strategy, and they were going to put a new focus on health and lifestyle, like the Wii Fitness and stuff like that.
Wii Sports.
Yeah,
Yes.
stuff like that, because apparently those were like the best selling things.
New to come to
And-
the Wii, P90X.
Oh my God.
Ah!
Yeah, no, that
The Wii
seriously, that
Wii
would-
instructor yells at you. Come on, you pansy!
This is Wii Boot Camp.
God, no, seriously, guys. But in all honesty, I think that would kill somebody. I think somebody would Wii Fit themselves to death.
They haven't done it with P90X, so I mean,
Why would the Wii make a difference in this death ratio?
yeah.
Because you get people who are like, oh, I can do this. I have my Wii system, the Wii U.
They have a Wii. They're
I've
obviously
done-
not that dedicated to working out.
Exactly, and that's why it would kill them. They wouldn't know what they were getting into.
They would just stop. Then they just roll over and be like, nah,
Nah, I'm done.
Mario Kart. Ah!
Super Smash
So-
Brothers.
So there's there's a couple new things that they're gonna start doing. One of the strategies is like when the 3DS came out and when the Wii U came out, they were like two completely separate entities, and there was no cross-platform or cross promotion between either of them. Whereas like Sony with the PS Vita did something with like oh, if you're playing the game on your PlayStation 3 or 4, you can switch it onto your PlayStation Vita and play it on the go, or vice versa. And but with the Wii, it was something completely different. And now they're kind of starting to integrate it with doing like the Nintendo ID system. But I don't know. I think that's something that really killed them in the sales, is because they were two completely different systems, and they didn't really much talk with each other. But if they were to do a cross-platform thing, what would you like to see that they did?
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Pokemon for the handheld, and then throw it on your TV and get like Pokemon Stadium
Oh,
with Wii.
oh, now that would be cool.
Or like
See-
a Wii, like a Pokeball shaped Wii controller, and you
You
press
go
a
to throw
button
it
and it
go,
open, and you fake throw it, and it just, and on the screen it generates it like actually coming out of a Pokeball.
I can
oh
dig
my
it.
God.
I can dig it.
Yeah, Nintendo, if you are watching, seriously, look, research this, figure it out, because I'm a little hot
Feel
under the collar because
excited
of that.
thinking about that.
Ooh, anyway.
That really rustles my jimmies.
Ooh, anyway. So,
We're looking at you, Nintendo.
here's looking at you, babe. Anyway, so there's
Or
that.
Anything with Legend of Zelda, because that's another popular
yeah,
thing
and-
for
Game Boy
Nintendo.
Zelda.
Yeah,
and then
and-
you go through a portal to a different world and.
Well,
on
one
the
thing
Wii,
that they're gonna start doing also is they're gonna that gamepad that the Wii U comes with.
Yeah.
They've really been underutilizing that, and they're gonna start using that a bit more
That could
often.
be the Pokédex.
Maybe.
Bam! Right there.
Nintendo
Nintendo's out of the hole.
Start our own
I don't know. Yeah, screw Nintendo. Let's do it ourselves. We'll make it with blackjack and hookers.
We can't do
You know what?
Pokemon
Forget
with
the
blackjack.
blackjack.
Yeah, screw the
Or-
whole damn thing.
Forget the hookers.
Can't
Screw the
do
whole
it. We
damn
have to
thing.
steal Pokemon from them? I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with this.
Actually, I'm not
Well,
okay.
well, if
Let's do this.
PETA can do it, we can do it.
Lol.
Whoa.
Yeah, so.
That was bad.
Anyway, so
The sad
so
thing
what do
was,
you
it was very accurate in like the way the game played.
Yeah, no, that was kind of that was
That
just
was
scary
weird.
about it. So anyway,
Anyway,
all right. So
Nintendo, get on
so
it.
tell us what you think about this whole Nintendo thing. If you have a weigh in, leave us in the comment. Now let's go on to let's just jump across the water, across the bay there to China. I like that little segue I did.
Jake, I think you have your bodies of water wrong. It's not a
Wingdug.
bay. It's actually an ocean.
Okay,
between me
I'm
and
sorry.
China-
I'm sorry.
us
The
and
sea
China.
of the Sea of Japan. I'm
Well,
sorry.
when
Jump
we're
right across
to
the thing.
America and they say across the pond, I mean, it's like the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're size
Who
of
says
water.
across the pond anymore? That's like a 1960 saying.
No, it isn't.
No.
People say across the pond all the time.
Who says that?
Not Americans, because we know it's an ocean.
It's an ocean.
Wow, we're going hell.
America.
Anyway, all right. So on into China. So China, like we said, we talked about. Kit and I talked about this in Catnip.
Tired of talking about it, by the way.
Yeah, he's tired of talking about it, as he will just keep reiterating as we
At
go.
least I got to do it, catnip.
But onto the whole thing with catnip and the laxing regulations is we talked about this earlier when it first came up that they were thinking about lifting it. Well, now they've lifted it, and now a bunch of Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft are all getting put into
Rush.
yeah now see now
Offers.
they're going through, I guess, the cultural thing that China has in their State Department or whatever to make sure it won't corrupt their culture or whatever when it goes through.
Something.
But
It's
one
actually
thing,
not culture, it's government, but whatever.
well,
You
no,
wanna go with culture, that's fine.
but it's the cultural department is what it is in their government.
Yeah, they probably don't want any
Yeah, that's-
media coming through that bashes China.
China
anyway.
or anything.
Culture.
Yeah.
Well, that is
Well, that is
culture.
culture. But anyway, we're now
You're
we're
not Dr. Evil,
we're
no.
skirting
You're
we're
close.
skirting the line of politics and games right now. So I don't want to get into that. But
But
anyway,
they're hand in hand.
but no, I don't want to
When
get
I
into
do
that.
assassinations
So-
on government officials, and
Tyler,
Stop
I don't
it.
I don't
You're-
care. I don't care.
You're foreshadowing.
Now we're moving on to this whole thing. So a company called TCL Corporation, they're a multinational electronics, and they basically build everything, which everything is built in China. So I don't know, I don't understand why I'm surprised about this whole thing. But they are, or China has ended their state subsidized like appliance manufacturing or whatever. So that cut in huge to TCL's profits. And so now TCL is now looking for new ways to get it in, get more profits. And so they're like, oh, well, we'll jump into the new bunny game industry that now we can finally make consoles and stuff like that. So unlike the other corporations that have to go through, the cultural department and like that, TCL is a Chinese company. And they're centered in China. They're like Foxconn. They build, all the electronics and things like that, and they sell them all over for distribution all over the world.
yeah,
So I think they do have the capacity to do it, and I don't think that they're going to have to go through as rigorous a thing as the other companies are going to go to because they're based in
go through
China.
it at all.
Yeah, if they have to go through it at all. So I think TCL actually has a real dog in the fight because
Only
they're
in China though.
well that's all that China cares about. That's all
Not
they
they want a ton of money.
that's all they care about selling it to is
China.
you've got a billion people there.
Yeah, but
That's
still, they would want more, so they're gonna try to ship it.
Well, no,
across the world.
I'm not saying they wouldn't ship it across the world, but in China, I think that it's got a great opportunity. It's got an advantage because it doesn't have to go through or jump through all the hoops that other people have to.
Probably,
So-
but I still think Xbox and Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo, hell, even the Ouya would probably do just as well as the China system, whatever they're
So-
gonna call it.
And I also think that the TCL, I think they're picking a good time to get into the thing because we're seeing a big boom in consoles right now.
It's
I
the
mean,
console
it's like
revolutionary
it's almost like a
war.
console. Yeah, it's almost like you're right. It's almost like a console revolution kind
Everyone's
of thing. I mean,
getting in on it.
we've got the Steam machine that's just come out.
That's one.
We've got the Ouya.
Ouya is
Yeah, no,
they're a little guy, but they're
it's
they're
a
around.
console. It's a console. People buy it.
They're around, yeah.
We have then we have the PlayStation 4. We have the Xbox One.
We have the Oculus Rift
You
system
got the Oculus
coming
Rift
out.
system
Whoa,
coming out.
is Oculus?
Well,
It's
well,
a system
it's a system accessory. I think is
yeah,
what it is. But
But still, it's a big step
But
for
still, that's
consoles
yeah.
and
that's
gaming.
that's a huge thing. And so we're at the point where we're just getting a whole bunch of brand new, really cool tech. And I think that now is as good a time as any to jump into
Oh, yeah.
the water while it's warm. So there's that. So that's all we're gonna talk about the China regulation thing. I think the TCL's got a good thing. I don't know if they'll end up winning the console war in China, but
We'll see what happens.
we'll see what happens, and we'll keep some tabs on that as that goes. But anyway, as of now, they haven't released specifications or anything. But I mean, it's still pretty early in the game. They've just announced that they're
Right.
gonna do that. So
Very
anyway,
true.
moving on to the next bit of thing, which I'm really excited about, being a Lord of the Rings fan, and
Shadow of Mordor.
and yeah, Shadow of Mordor is but the story that I have here is from Forbes.com. About Shadow of Mordor. Is it going to be like an Assassin's Creed ripoff?
Nothing, just
And
bad mouth.
and you know the only thing of that is, you know what? I don't give two shits.
But it's like
I really don't care, because it's gonna be an awesome game. And
Yeah.
from what I've seen from the trailers that I've seen and the other developer guide or developer diaries that I've seen, is it's gonna be a really cool game. And what I really like is that it's gonna focus on like certain enemies that you meet, they will remember you
if you let
them live, which I think's a big thing.
Yeah.
And just the fact that it's like, oh my God, they will remember you. They'll have the same battle scars you gave. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's a good concept to have. Even though they might say, "Oh, it's a ripoff." Oh, yeah, there's gonna be similar concepts with the assassinations and the way you move, like sneaking around. But still, it's gonna be a cool game. That the Wraith world.
Yeah, like
aspects of it.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be really cool, and that's one of the big parallels that they were drawing with Assassin's Creed, because you can use the Wraith world to ID targets, and
teleport
tag
to the
people.
targets, tag them,
and things like that. Where it's like, Eagle Vision in Assassin's Creed, you can tap your targets and you can tag them and you can see them where they're going, even through walls and stuff like that.
No, but with this concept, you can actually teleport your tagged, and you can actually mark them as different, like, higher priority targets.
Yeah, and I think that's a really cool and a really ingenious method too. And I also like it because it's exploring a bit of the lore that unless you're like a hardcore Tolkien fan, you don't really read, because this is before Mordor was Mordor. This is before Barad-dûr was set up and the Sauron led his armies from there. It was when the Rangers still controlled that area, and when they were run out by the forces of evil. So this is going to be an interesting thing. I've watched the trailer, I think 10 times. It's
beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's going to be it's going to be a really good thing. And
Tyler's missing his chance to talk about it. Hey,
yeah.
Tyler.
Yeah, he's yeah. So
We're talking about
so there's that. Yeah. So I'm really excited about it. So Tyler, you've already developed an approach to how you're gonna take this on. So how are you gonna do it? Just explain it to us.
So if it's a small group of people, I'll just execute them silently, be stealthy, let one live, like the Shadow Warrior, is just silently killing people. Go to a camp. Here's where it gets interesting. Go to the camp. Wait till the sun to rise.
Okay.
I approach with the sun rising behind my back as they gaze upon this onlooker. And I look upon them and say, "Coming in hot!" And I slaughter the whole camp.
I slaughter the whole camp.
Just running down, swords going.
Well, you can use what I saw from the trailer, you can use wraith powers,
Wraith
and actually
powers.
Oh, there's gonna be nothing
like
left.
unleash pure energy from the
nothing.
wraith world to knock enemies back.
Yeah,
I'll burn the whole place down.
One thing that I could do that I really like about the enemies remember you thing is, especially with your thing, you leave one of them alive. It's like, tell the other orcs what you saw, and then just kind of go, whoop, and just like,
He's a bad man.
What did you see? All I heard was coming in hot, and everything else went black.
And there's like, and then all of a sudden, like at the gate, like at the gates, you just hear this like, coming in hot.
My
And he
character's
goes,
eyes are gonna be dirt, running with 2 swords in hand, just going.
and just going, and
Boss,
just
But
chopping,
it was a horrible sight. Horrible sounds.
it's like
Getting home.
that's all I.
Get back, dude.
It was horrible. I never heard such foul language
That's all
in my life.
That's all I hear when I close my eyes.
That's all I hear now when I close my eyes when I dream
It's
at
like
night.
when I dream at night.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
You
coming
got
in hot.
shreked.
Coming in hot. Coming in hot. That's all I hear.
This is
all I
my
hear.
strategy. You can't steal it from me. This is my strategy. I'll do a let's play of me yelling it as I slaughter hundreds.
Oh man. Oh god, that's great.
All right. Moving on from.
but-
I'm having too much fun and the game hasn't even come out
I know.
yet.
I know, right?
It's like Destiny.
I know.
Oh,
Oh
Destiny's
god.
gonna be horrible.
Warlock coming in.
Magic.
Oh.
Whoa.
It's like,
And then
shooting fireballs.
victory screams.
Oh.
All right. Jesus Christ.
All
Okay,
right.
so
That's how you establish yourself
but
on
Sha-
multiplayer
but-
games
Yeah.
as a victory screech.
Shadow of
so
Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor.
Wait,
It's
I can't wait. I'm
I
gonna buy it
can't
for my
wait for
PC.
it. I'm definitely gonna invest in
Download.
getting it
Come on.
when it comes
I
out.
can't
So
afford an extra
so
two
let us
consoles.
know what you think about it in the comments below, and definitely comment on Tyler's
I will accept
Tyler's
tips
thing.
and tactics for
Strategies to his approach.
Yeah.
He might need it.
Yeah. What do you mean might
All
need
right.
it? I'm coming in with the most
So-
perfect strategy
Coming
ever.
in hot.
Alright, so
I'm
let's
a one-man Gondor.
let's move on real quick. So we're just
Microsoft.
gonna touch on this. We're gonna condense these two Microsoft things into two
Yay.
from two into one topic. So Microsoft has now acquired the publishing rights and all the rights to Gears of War. I mean, I knew
Yay.
Gears of War was only an Xbox 360 game, right?
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
right. I was like, I only played. I think I played and beat the first one, and I played most of the second one.
Second one's good too.
I was like,
All
I didn't-
around, it's a good trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, the whole thing is because I didn't have a 360, and I would play it at my buddy Garrett's house, and he didn't bring his
Well,
Xbox down.
shock.
Yeah, he didn't bring it down to his mom's house where he lived right next door to me, so I
It was
couldn't
a good series.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Superbly violent.
Oh yeah, no, and definitely yeah.
Chainsaws.
So Microsoft has now acquired the rights to it from Microsoft Studios for the from I think Gearbox is the one that did it. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's gonna. The problem with that, the company they're giving it to said they're gonna need like 2 years for development.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
So
well,
it's going to be a while before we actually see a Gears of War game.
Yeah, and but I wonder what they're gonna do because I mean it was pretty definitive at the end of 3.
Yep. Everyone got
Yeah.
screwed.
Yeah, I mean it.
We
I don't-
won.
I was like I don't. It's like I don't
Humans
think.
won.
I mean
If
nobody
they-
nobody
okay.
came out of that pretty.
One thing I have a problem with, if they do anything like how they did with Halo Wars, I will hate them. Because if
How
they
can you
did,
do that with Halo Wars? That's just a slaughter. That's the whole point of the game.
Mhm.
is
like
that-
how can you turn Gears of War into something like Halo Wars or any kind of game like that? You
Look at,
can't.
Well,
Gears
it'll,
2.
it'll
But
be
they
it would
might
be
try to
interesting.
do that.
They might try to do that. I don't know.
Gears 2,
I know they will.
I
where
don't.
They had the armies collide.
I was like I don't think they would do that. I think if anything like you know how they did
They could do
Gears of
that.
War. They could.
I know
But
they
you know how they did. You know they did Gears of War Judgment, right? You know with
Yeah.
Yeah,
Baird.
the
We all
prequel.
know
Didn't
that.
play it,
prequel?
I heard it was good.
They could open up new prequels, or they could do not like concurrent storylines. So from another person's point of view
Like
or another team's
ODST.
point of view. Yeah, something like that.
You're gonna play as Carmine Z.
Oh God. Okay.
How are you gonna die?
You're boned no matter what. You're dead.
No. Carmine C,
Or-
not Z.
Okay.
C lived.
Or
Uh,
He
maybe,
crushed.
That's right.
or maybe
that's
they'll
right.
they can do like an alternate like storyline where you're on the Horde side,
Maybe.
trying to go from that angle.
Well, that's an interesting thing. But now enough about the Gears of War thing because that's it's still a
Zombie
lot of
Horde.
speculation.
That's gonna
but
be way in the future.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean that'd be an interesting
Anyway,
thing.
Microsoft has more plans.
But
too.
Microsoft has more plans, and
Plans upon
something
plans.
something that I don't think they intended, or maybe they did intend to leak it.
They
I
did
don't know.
intend this.
No.
But
I don't know.
but they have a speculation thing on Microsoft. You know how they had Halo 1 Anniversary Edition? I pre-ordered that. I bought it. I loved it.
It was so
New
cool. 'Cause
vamps.
They added little Easter egg tidbits, and I thought that was cool.
And they
The
expanded
map-
they expanded on the
pretty.
lore
and
and
the map
stuff.
pack add-on you can get for Reach was beautiful.
It was beautiful,
too.
yeah. So that was great, and I know that they did. I know that they were thinking about revamping some of the other previous games, but
Doing it with 2.
Halo 2, they it's been leaked that they're working on that one,
Anniversary.
and it kind of plays on how the whole thing was. How Halo 5 was dropped from a list of games that were coming in 2014, or lists that were coming in the thing, and where Microsoft said, "Rest assured, your next Halo journey will start in 2014." So maybe they weren't talking about Halo 5, and maybe they were talking about Halo 2 Anniversary
Well,
Edition.
they
Which I'll be
did
excited
say
for.
when because the Halo 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3 was all a trilogy. That was the Reclaimer trilogy, I believe.
Yeah, I
that was
think so.
Reclaimer, yeah.
And
you're right.
then this one, 4, 5, 6, is going to be the Forerunner trilogy.
Forerunner trilogy. Yeah.
And we've looked at Halo. I mean, they've had Halo Wars and ODST, so they're going to come out with.
And Reach
games
with
like- and
another
Reach.
side as another side project.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they'll release Halo games.
Yeah.
That won't be the
the
main.
like within the series.
But I'm
Maybe
really
something to do with the Covenant or the Arbiter. Let's get him
I mean,
back
but
in
you
the
gotta remember
spotlight.
in Halo 2, you did play as the Arbiter on the Covenant
bit.
side.
Only a little
yeah
bit, though.
only a
But
little
still,
bit, yeah.
You did.
I
get to play.
I'm really interested because I liked all like the Easter eggs, and I love the
The
nostalgia thing.
skulls. Oh,
too.
those things were so.
cool.
Yeah, I mean,
You can only get the skull on
Halo-
Legendary Edition. And you couldn't die. And
Yeah, but Halo Anniversary Edition was a lot of fun. I really liked I liked the updated graphics, but I gotta tell you, I played a lot of it in the old school. In the old school,
Well,
you
I already
know,
did.
in the old
that's
school, you
the
know,
only way to
blocky, you know, every Marine looks the same.
Hey,
Kinda
that
thing.
was not a problem. Hey, Sergeant Johnson did not look the same as any other Marine.
I know
he was special
he was
in my eyes
because
and in
he-
my heart.
He was
Well,
always
well
special.
if you noticed that he was the only black Marine that you ever saw
That's
until
not
the
true.
next one. Yeah, until
No.
the next one, until
He
they
was in
got
one. There were a
diversity.
couple.
There's a couple.
I
yeah, there
I
was a
don't
couple.
I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't
That's
think
because
that.
they all Marines died.
See, and okay,
The only
now
person that cared were the people under your boot.
no, another thing with Halo. Did you guys try to keep the Marines alive, or did
Oh,
you
yeah.
just say fuck it?
I
yeah.
tried, yeah.
They were.
I mean,
my,
but if they jumped on my tank and I was getting shot by a 2 race, in the
I
first
need-
one, they're dying. I know they
Yeah.
are.
they need.
I go
need
in.
some-
I go in fast and hard.
I'm a squad guy.
Yeah.
I want everyone covering me because, well,
No, you're the
let's
squad
face
leader.
it, I'm the dude in heavy armor with force fields around and they're flesh bags.
Yeah.
I mean, all they're there for is to spray bullets and keep the guys down while I just go in there and
you systematically
teabag.
teabag them all. So
It's a
there's
Spartan
that.
strategy. They teach
I
them that
wonder
in
what the
boot camp.
Marines would think if you did that. Like, what is he doing?
They,
Yeah.
they don't question it. I'm Master Chief. I do whatever I want.
You do what you please.
Yeah, there's
Exactly.
that. So I really hope that they do Halo 2 because Kit that was another game
Oh,
that we logged a
all
shit ton
day,
of hours on
almost.
all day. I wonder
The
if they'll
highway.
yeah,
Okay,
the-
I
Who
remember one
remembers
time
the
you.
highway?
I remember one time you got so pissed that we lost all our Marines on one of the tanks. We had to start over the entire level.
Yep.
Because you're one of those Marines. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, no, because we got to the end of the damn thing and we kept getting blown up. I'm like, we
I
fucking
don't
need to
think
do
a
this.
couple Marines would have helped us.
Couldn't have hurt. It wouldn't have hurt.
And
So
all
there's
Maybe
that.
if you would get good, we would have won. But we finally did.
No,
Shots
no.
fired.
We're not even gonna
fired.
go into there. But
We all know
but
I'm the
also
best at this-
do you
at this
remember
group of
do you
three.
remember there was the one multiplayer map that Joey would get the Banshee and he would fly up on top of the map to where we couldn't get to him, and so we had to like sit in a wraith and just
Jake, that was in Halo 3 and Valhalla.
No, that was
Yeah,
two.
that was.
That was two.
Valhalla.
That was.
Was that?
Was that 2?
No, that was two.
Yeah, that was 2.
That was two. Yeah.
Cody's telling me it's 2. Thank you, Cody.
Yeah, it was Halo.
He's a great
I know
gamer.
my Halos. So
I
anyway.
think the map was called Valhalla.
It was
Remember-
Valhalla. I know it was Valhalla, but I was thinking of 3 for some. The Valhalla.
Because they're
Halo
they're
3.
both.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I know there's.
I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, if you know,
Or
let us know in the comments
And
below.
call us stupid,
So-
'cause
and call us
we
stupid
are
'cause
kinda
we're
dumb.
stupid.
Anyway.
I'll just beat everybody.
All right.
Especially you, Jake, with the pulse grenade.
Lol. Get shreked.
I don't. His grenade, Tyler. Your grenades. You must have like boom on because
Magic.
No,
Magic
I want.
hands.
What I want to see, if you're good with plasma grenades and stuff, I want to see him go against Garrett.
oh yeah,
Walsha.
Garrett. Yeah,
Or
Garrett's
no
really
plasma
good at
grenades.
that.
Walsha lands his plasma grenades almost every time.
Yeah,
That's
and
beautiful.
like seriously, he can huck it across the map and bounce like 3 times and land right on the top of your head.
I could do that with the grenade launcher.
Well, no, he like what we usually do on Halo 3. We would play swords and construct.
Mm-hmm.
All he would do, he would like pick up plasma grenades, find us, throw it as he was lunging.
Uh-huh.
So if he missed, he would still get the plasma kill.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's like,
or after we killed him, the plasma grenade would stick. Like, I'm done.
well, kill from the grave.
It's a
That's
kill,
great.
kill from kill. I mean, he's
Yeah.
gonna win.
So there's that. Anyway,
It's called duck.
so that's gonna
And
gonna
have
wrap
stick
it
to
up.
The face, your helmet.
Yeah, it's like,
Exactly.
oh god, it's everywhere.
It's painless.
I found a blueberry, guys.
Is it a spider?
Yeah.
Is it
Anyway.
a spider? No, it's not a spider. You sure?
All right, so that's going to do
gonna be
it
it.
for us today. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe to us here on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, do
Whatever
whatever
Twitter
you do.
does, I don't. As I said before, I don't
Yeah.
know what the hell Twitter
Yeah,
does.
kid doesn't know what Twitter does.
Tweet. They tweet.
Yeah, so there's that. So follow us. All hail TacoCat at Twitter. And then also, be sure to pick up a T-shirt. You can contact us through Facebook and stuff like that now, so it'll make it a lot easier. Thank you all again for supporting TacoCat. Things are starting to move forward for us, and we're really happy about it. We do have a bit of an announcement, not yet, but we will have more on
Big
it in the next week
Coming
as
soon.
it goes. Coming soon.
To a podcast.
You said
Near
soon.
you. So we will tease you on that a bit later. So anyway, I want to say thank you, Cody, for running cameras
Thank
for
you,
us.
Cody.
Thank you,
Love you.
Kit, for being here. Thank you, Tyler, for being
Tell her
here.
you suck.
Jake, I have to be
I
here.
suck
so-
awesomely though.
So anyway,
What do you,
so
Neil Patrick
thank you
Harris?
all so much for
Exactly.
watching, and all hail TacoCat. Take care.
Going out cold.
You